Hi guys! Today I am going to show you a closer up version of that rope French braid that I did last week because some of you were asking how to do it and I realized that I didn't really do a great job describing it. So to get started, I'm going to just show you how to do a regular rope braid with all of your hair so that you can practice this a couple times and kind of get the hang of it before you try to do the French version. So to get started, you're going to split your hair in half and then split each of those sections in half so you have 4 equal sized sections to work with. And you're going to hold each of them in a different finger, and then you're going to want to always think of them as the corners of a square, if that makes any sense. So no matter how you twist it or how you move them, they're always going to be put in the places of the 4 corners of the square. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to switch the piece that's in the top right corner and the piece that's in the bottom left corner. You're going to cross them over each other and switch their places. And then once you've done that, you're going to just readjust your hands so that they're all in the 4 corners of the square. And then you're going to switch over the top left piece and the bottom right piece and then readjust again. Once you've done that, you've done 1 rotation of the rope braid. So then you're just going to want to keep doing that same thing over and over all the way down the braid. So crossing over the top right and the bottom left, readjusting, top left, bottom right, readjusting, and then starting that again. You're just going to want to secure it with an elastic and then pull it apart so that it looks thicker. And then you have done a rope braid. So basically, I think that I probably tried this like 10 times before I even got the hang of it. So I would say that you want to do this a couple times before you even try the French rope braid because it will definitely make it easier. So now to do the rope braid, you're going to want to part your hair on the side so that you have more hair to work with, and then take that front section and split that in half like we did with the regular rope braid, and split each of those in half like we did with the rope braid so that you have the 4 sections to work with, the 4 corners of the square. So now we're going to take again the top right and the bottom left and switch them over and readjust, and then the top left and bottom right and then switch those over and readjust again. Now to make this a French braid, we're going to want to add hair as we go. So what I did was the 2 bottom pieces there, so the bottom left and the bottom right, I was just adding some hair to from my head and making those pieces a little bit thicker, and then just crossing over the top right and the bottom left. The bottom left had more hair in it, and then the bottom right, which has more hair in it, and the top left. So the same exact rope braid, but just the 2 bottom pieces, when they're laying there, just add more hair to them as you go. Because we're doing a half up style, once you get right above your ear, you're going to want to add the last pieces into the French braid, and then you're just going to want to continue doing the rope braid with those 4 pieces all the way down, just crossing over the top right and the bottom left and adjusting, and then doing the top left and the bottom right and adjusting. And then you know the drill, just going all the way down and stopping wherever you think is good. I wanted my style to kind of go right to the back of my head, so that is where I'm going to stop. Once it's a good place to stop, you're just going to want to hold the ends of the braid loosely and then pull apart the pieces of the braid so that it's like kind of 3D, because there are 4 different angles that the braid is coming from, so it looks really cool if you pull it apart. And then you're just going to want to secure the bottom with an elastic and then pull it back. Because I wanted a half-up style, I just am taking another piece from the other side of my head and twisting it backwards and then securing those both together in the back of my head with a bobby pin. And once you have done that, you are finished. So I hope that you guys liked this. I know that I did a quicker version of it last week in my other tutorial, but I thought that it would be good to do a more elaborate tutorial for this because it is a little bit of a more tricky style, so I thought that it would be helpful. I hope that you guys liked it, and I will see you next week.